everybody. All right, my YouTubers. You know me, Edisel. Hello, and I'm here to ask questions about my friend Julian, who is also is my direct support person. He's in college. He's gonna be his last year, and he'll be a senior. But he's learning about what's your thing called,
I'm learning about public health is my major.
and the body health. I think that is called.
Hmm.
So can you tell us about what you have learned, and following that is what kind of foods they like to eat, or is it okay if what kind of foods are not good? Like,
Oh, I
for
see.
example,
So I'm learning about a lot of different things, kind of how people receive healthcare in our country and the different factors that lead to people getting sick, how people get sick, communicable diseases, different, it's called social determinants of health, which are like whether or not someone has somewhere safe to walk so that they can exercise, or if someone's exposed to pollution or um, things like that, what kind of food somebody eats, if they have access to healthy groceries, and how that affects your health. And then for foods, so I don't really like to label if a food is healthy or not healthy. Um, but yeah, normally if you have access to like fresh produce and things like that, you usually have a healthier diet. Yeah.
and the next two more questions. Um, so the next question, can you tell us about more about uh, what is uh, can you give an example of a food is if someone is got food poisoning,
Mm.
what kind of causes of the food, like from a place, like from any restaurant?
Yeah, if
Can you
somebody gets food poisoning, it's usually the result of some kind of bacteria that has gotten into the food. And then you've gotten it into your body by ingesting the food. So things like salmonella, for instance, which you can get from uncooked chicken, basically. And if you eat something that's got salmonella in it, then you could get food poisoning from that.
and the name salmon, whatever that name is called.
Salmonella.
Yes. Can you tell us without the word meaning?
I don't really know what salmonella means. I know it's a type, I'm pretty sure it's a type of bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And my last question, um, if this is be a correct answer for you, um, do you think if people have diabetes
Mm-hmm.
and what kind of addiction or yeah, I guess addiction to food, um, uh, I want to know, do people want it or not want it before they get sick every day about eating the same food every day?
Mm.
What is your take on that?
Interesting. And also, I just want to correct myself. I think salmonella is a virus, now that I think about it, which there's a difference between viruses and bacteria, and I always get them confused. But it could be either a virus or bacteria, so we might have to fact check me on that one.
Got it.
And in terms of diabetes,
Just a little fact, folks.
we'll do a fact check. Salmonella, is it a virus or is it bacteria? Um, but in terms of diabetes, I mean, one of the things I'm learning about is when you have access to your cultural foods, especially for um, people who have gone through colonization, like indigenous peoples, when you have access to your cultural foods, you have less of a chance of becoming diabetic. So, foods that are in line with your culture of origin, like for instance, as an example, like I'm Sicilian, so if I ate a diet that was like more of a Mediterranean diet, like if I ate Sicilian food, I would be less likely to get diabetes because I have that access to my cultural food, and that is like contributing to better health for me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And my last question is, some restaurant owners keep food in the fridge,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes those foods will typically go bad.
Yes.
Um, if you were just saying, if you were to the infection and checking that food, do you think you could tell them to shut down their restaurant of doing that kind of thing, or do they want to get fresh produce and foods like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's different protocols for like when things expire and how quickly you need to throw them away, and like health inspectors come to restaurants and stuff like that to pay attention to those kinds of things. And I've worked in restaurants before, and you kind of, you label when you've gotten things and like how long they've been in the fridge and stuff like that. So, yeah, you're going to want to throw those things away. And if a restaurant is serving expired food, then yeah, they probably would get shut down. Yeah.
All right, well, thanks, Julian, for giving us a lesson about your health and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Of course.
And of course, like and share and subscribe. And I'll ask Julian more about his healthcare and whatever he learns next time. Thanks, guys.